Can you imagine how happy you would be to learn that you are expecting 2 babies instead of just 1? The most thrilling news Jackson and Emerson Bates have ever heard was just shared. They have twins on the way. Stay tuned as we explore their unexpected revelation, their emotional responses, and the implications of this double blessing for their future. On May 8, 2025, at high noon Pacific Time, Hollywood's most adored young power couple, Jackson and Emerson Bates, presented news that immediately went viral at MIT. Going viral. Not just 1, but 2 babies are on the way. The couple displayed an ultrasound image flashing with 2 different heartbeats in a short, tastefully created Instagram video. Videos of confetti cannons erupting in pastel pinks and blues quickly took over social media channels worldwide. Supporters applauded. Talk programs made conjectures. The entertainment industry took a moment to rejoice. In the midst of blockbuster celebrity and red carpet glitz, Jackson and Emerson's revelation felt surprisingly genuine. A profoundly shared a personal milestone with sincere warmth. From that unexpected disclosure to this thorough examination of every aspect of their twin pregnancy, the journey is a tale of love, collaboration, and striking a balance between one's private happiness and one's public existence. We'll explore their origins, analyze the preparation of their faultless announcement, consult with medical professionals regarding the reality of twin pregnancy, get guidance from other famous parents, and delve into the practicalities of getting ready for 2 babies over the course of the following several thousand words. Simultaneously, and gaze upon the emotional terrain that both enthralls and humbles them. This goes beyond a celebrity rumor. It's a human tale of change, expectation, and the equally significant transition into motherhood. In 2018, Jackson Bates gained widespread recognition for his breakthrough performance in the science fiction adventure Skyline Bound. He shot to fame overnight with his portrayal of a reluctant hero navigating a dystopian future that blended genuine vulnerability with charming swagger. Emerson Gray. A year later, Emerson Bates made her debut in the fiery independent film Fading Echoes, for which she was nominated for an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress. Her nuanced portrayal was hailed by critics, who noted an emotional depth unusual for someone at the beginning of her career. Even though Jackson and Emerson's timelines and trajectories were somewhat similar, their paths did not cross until 2021. Both received invitations to a well-known charity dinner in Los Angeles, which in Hollywood Parliament frequently included photos and schmoozing and quick interviews on the red carpet. However, when Jackson met Emerson at the silent auction of rare art, what should have been a typical evening of networking turned into fate. Their passion for astronomy, love of travel, and dedication to charitable causes brought them together. Both sensed a connection by the end of the night that went beyond simple celebrity acquaintance. Their romance developed over the course of the following year, mostly out of the spotlight. They occasionally appeared together at, always composed and polite, charity meals did not let tabloid fodder control their tempo. Instead of the stereotypical Hollywood romance, they discussed mutual respect and creative collaboration in interviews. Jackson subsequently stated, "It felt different," in a 2022 magazine profile. In a ceremony that was aired live to millions of people on June 18, 2023, Jackson and Emerson exchanged vows. "Em and I, there was authenticity. We weren't performing for the cameras, but we were discovering each other." The location, a private home with a view of Point de May in Malibu, where the sunsets paint the sky in molten gold and the surf roar against rocky cliffs. Wooden pews covered with eucalyptus garlands were crowded with friends and family, and the soft ocean air swayed the palm fronds. Emerson wore a sleek, minimalist gown designed by a budding couture designer as she walked down the aisle. Jackson, wearing a fitted dark blue tuxedo, was unable to conceal his happiness. Intimate sincerity and dramatic filmmaking were blended in that wedding. Although the flower arrangements, celebrity appearances, the choreographed first dance, and Jackson and Emerson's insistence on a personalized reception were all broadcast live by international media outlets. They served gourmet versions of family foods, invited close friends at long wooden tables under string lights, and danced late into the night under the stars. Their motto, "Manage the spectacle, protect the intimacy," has been a guiding principle throughout their marriage and, more recently, their quest for becoming a parent. Insiders saw clues, some light-hearted, others subtle, in the months before their twin reveal. Emerson's birthday celebration cake in the shape of tiny baby sneakers. Pastel-colored cake pops adorned with ultrasound prints from Jackson's Instagram account. A mysterious survey that asks followers to guess major news by leaving a remark on a picture of two baby booties. Fans made wild guesses. The children's clothing brand, a surprise adoption, or even a covert charity project. However, just a handful. Suspected twins. The true surprise was almost impossible to predict. Jackson and Emerson worked closely with their creative team behind the scenes. They worked together to create a video storyboard that struck a mix between clarity and suspense. It began with Emerson's happy face, moved to Jackson's cries of pride, and then showed the ultrasound image as the room filled with confetti and loved ones. They used a succinct caption, musical cues to imply warmth rather than spectacle, and pastel colors to convey gender neutrality. Our hearts simply doubled. 12 p.m. The meticulously planned moment burst across timelines when Jackson pushed publish. Despite being only 37 seconds long, the announcement clip has a lot of emotional depth. Emerson's profile is shown in close-up as she takes a deep breath. The camera pans back to a dimly lit home area with pastel streamers and sparkling lights. Anticipation is evident as friends and family gather in comfortable armchairs. After then, the screen changes to a flat-panel TV showing the ultrasound. Two heartbeats beat simultaneously. There is silence. Jackson wraps Emerson in his arms in the following image. The ceiling is covered in pastel streamers and confetti cannons. The timing of the film, the spontaneous reactions, and the twinning of sound and vision generated an emotional crescendo that quickly translated into shares, comments, and reactions. She murmurs, "We're having twins." He responds, "Double the wonder." In an hour, it had accumulated 10 million views and was the most explored page on Instagram. Segments were clipped by news outlets to cover the story. The pair was asked to discuss it on television by entertainment talk shows, but Jackson and Emerson chose to send a thank you note and a request for privacy instead. Celebrity co-workers sent sincere messages in response. Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. Two more Bates have joined our Playdate circle, and we are thrilled about it. I need advice on how to manage a twin stroller. John Legend and Chrissy Teigen. Forwarding. Love, additional coffee. Parenthood X2 is the most amazing experience. I now formally bestow the title of Team Twin Triumph upon you, Ellen DeGeneres. Jackson and Emerson, congrats. Late-night hosts, meanwhile, took advantage of the announcement to make light-hearted jokes and offer heartfelt congratulations. Jackson was given 3 months of paternity leave by the producers of his next movie, which was almost unheard of 10 years ago. Emerson's network consented to postpone filming her miniseries until after the babies were born. The changes are part of a larger trend in Hollywood to encourage parents, mothers in particular, without punishing them for taking time off. Within hours, the hashtag #BatesTwinsAboard became popular all across the world. Instantly, fan communities sprang up on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Superfans made imaginative item mock-ups with twin themes, countdown calendars, and reaction montages. Thousands of followers recorded their own reactions to the ultrasound reveal on a split screen in one of the most popular TikToks. Another included. The Bates family is portrayed as cute cartoon quadruplets in this animated fan art. A virtual baby shower was arranged using Zoom by fan-run Instagram accounts. Games like Baby Name Bingo and Guessed the Nursery theme were played by attendees, many of whom had never met in person. They gave Jackson year-long subscriptions to meal prep services designed for parents of multiples and Emerson digital gift cards for prenatal yoga sessions. A couple thanked everyone on social media, saying it was the most kind and compassionate collection of people on the internet. Strangers at all. Although they reaffirmed their wish for privacy, they also acknowledged the support they receive from the fanbase. Context is given by Dr. Alicia Ramirez, OBGYN, of Cedar-Sinai Medical Center in Los Angeles. Twin pregnancies are a lovely but riskier experience. Closer observation is necessary for mothers who are carrying multiples. Ultrasounds are usually performed every 2 to 3 weeks. More regular laboratory testing and parentologist appointments. Due to doubled nutritional demands, we advise a customized diet. Abundant in calcium, iron, protein, and omega-3 fatty acids. With somewhat higher rates of gestational diabetes and preterm labor hazards, rest and stress management are equally important. About 3% of live births in the United States are twin births, according to the American College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists. Since the 1990s, the rate has increased, in part because of assisted reproductive technology. 3 weeks before the typical singleton delivery of 39 weeks, the majority of twins are born between 36 and 37 weeks. Thus, neonatal teams. Be prepared to offer specialized care if required. According to Emerson's spokesperson, she has put together a multidisciplinary team of experts and will provide periodic updates as she achieves significant milestones. Numerous well-known twin parents have shared their hard-won advice. Your best buddy is Kate Hudson, the mother of an 11-year-old rider and Bingham organization. Label each basket, tote, and freezer bag. My sanity was preserved by meal planning on the weekends. Nukes and Vivian, both 15 years old, are the children of Angelina Jolie. Have faith in your intuition when caring for a newborn. Additionally, don't hesitate to seek assistance. Twins work as a team. Alicia Keys is the mother of Apollo and Genesis, twins. Set up routines in advance. Life can be easier if feedings and naps are timed to coincide. Jackson and Emerson are said to have employed a newborn care specialty nurse and a multiples-focused postpartum doula. To promote personal relationships, they intend to start bottle feedings in stages, with one parent caring for one infant and the other for the second. And refrain from overpowering Emerson. For any parent, deciding on baby names is a big decision. Selecting two doubles the difficulty. The couple has reduced their options to 4 carefully considered pairings, according to people close to them. Emerson's grandma and Jackson's Oregonian heritage are cited by Grace and Hudson. Ivy and Orion pay homage to their mutual passion of stargazing while fusing botanical appeal with heavenly awe. Quinn and Harper. Modern flair combined with a literary nod. River and Skylar, which evokes freedom and the beauty of nature through open skies and coastal rivers. The couple's Malibu guest cottage is being transformed into a dual nursery by interior designer Marie Faulkner, who teases a coastal forest theme, driftwood shelving, whale print accent walls, imitation moss carpeting, and soft gender-neutral colors. According to Faulkner, they desired a serene, natural setting. Like a wooded glade at dawn, a location that feels calm yet active. Jackson and Emerson's constant persistence has been a recurrent motif in their relationship. On striking a balance between boundaries and openness. Even though their 2023 wedding was shown on television, they kept the rehearsal dinner and post-wedding festivities private. Following the public revelation of their pregnancy, they have asked to take a break from on-camera interviews and paparazzi pictures that highlight Emerson's expanding tummy. They incorporated this appeal and expressed gratitude in the caption of their joint statement. We can't wait to share our news. As we get ready for this next phase, we kindly request some quiet time and room. When we're prepared, we'll share updates. This wish has mostly been fulfilled by fans, who have flooded comment threads with encouraging remarks. Take as much time as you require. Instead of demanding behind-the-scenes video or instant ultrasound photos, will be available when you're ready. Celebrity pregnancies, particularly twin pregnancies, had the potential to ruin careers just 10 years ago. Extended maternity or paternity absences were uncommon, as studios frequently enforced strict shooting schedules. More flexible policies are being adopted by production companies. Financial guarantees, flexible shooting blocks, and on-set childcare are ways to avoid penalties for new parents. The principal photography for Jackson's forthcoming science fiction blockbuster Eclipse Horizon has been officially postponed by 3 months. Producer Amelia Carter said, "Supporting our talent through life's major events isn't just humane, it's smart business. Jackson's welfare is of utmost importance, and we are aware of this. He'll come back rejuvenated. The production of Emerson's limited series on a premium cable network will also be halted until 6 months following the birth of the twins. Not only does having twins require twice as many diapers, but careful budgeting is also required. Financial advisors advise examining life insurance plans, starting 529 college savings accounts early, and putting aside an emergency fund equal to 6 months' worth of expenditures. According to Jackson's manager, the couple has set up a baby fund to pay for urgent expenses, healthcare, car seats, cribs, and long-term educational funds. The Bates household crew is working even harder on the logistical front. The floor design of their Malibu home has been rearranged to accommodate 2 adjacent nurseries, each with its own changing station, rocking chair, and monitoring system. They have also recruited a second full-time nanny who is trained in multiples and hired a postpartum chef to cook freezer-friendly meals. There is already enough formula and diapers in storage for a year. In bins with labels. Jackson stated, "We want to be proactive," in a confidential film that was distributed to employees. "I want us to concentrate on the infants when they come, not on rushing to get necessities." Jackson and Emerson admit to having butterflies despite all the preparation and anticipation. Jackson characterized the first time he heard the second pulse as a tidal wave of appreciation and astonishment in private video communications to close friends that are now in their personal collection. Emerson, who had difficulties with early pregnant weariness and nausea, described vulnerable periods when stress and tiredness began to creep in. But every time fear surfaced, they were reassured, laughed together, and remained steadfast. Additionally, they understand the difficulties of raising siblings who come at the same time. Experts advise praising unique accomplishments, respecting each twin as an individual, and promoting separate one-on-one time. Jackson has already committed to setting some time each day for a father-child date, and Emerson intends to write customized letters for significant birthdays. Celebrity pregnancy announcements are shared experiences in the internet era. Supporters have a strong sense of intimacy, as if they are part of the couple's personal victories and struggles. When public figures share personal news, audiences feel parasocial relationships, friendships, and empathy, says UCLA psychologist Dr. Rachel Sandler. A twin announcement amplifies that emotional resonance, creating a collective outpouring of support and empathy. Expectations. In fact, according to analytics companies, Jackson's sonogram revealed engagement metrics that were 25% greater than his prior high-water marks. In just a few days, TikTok duets in which fans record their live reactions alongside the video received millions of views. Thousands of people have shared Instagram reels of fan-made music remixes with twin themes. The couple's good limits are being highlighted, and even seasoned tabloids are changing their tone from intrusive gossip to joyous features. Polite inquiry. Celebrity twins have always captivated Hollywood. When Billy Bob Thornton and Angelina Jolie adopted twins Maddox and Pax in 1989, they faced public outrage despite not yet being famous. Entertainers like Mariah Carey, who had to deal with late-night TV comedy routines and studio delays, shared the twin pregnancy spotlight later in 2008. However, each generation's twin discoveries have a distinct cultural resonance, ranging from the newspaper exclusives of the analog age to the hyper-connected world of real-time social